Alright, welcome back guys, and this is my MSR MOAB. So the Barrett MOAB just went up about an hour ago. I'm now uploading the m.w.e.g Sniper MOAB. And so yeah, I'll be doing the MSR, and while this one's uploading, I'll go on and move on to the RSASS, save the Dragonov for last, and that'll be that. Or will it? Anyway, okay, so pretty much, this gun is very, very similar to the L118A. And actually, just before I go on, I just spent the entire commentary in the L118A sniper, or L118, or whatever you want to call it, calling it the L1118. And why did I do that? Well, it's because I accidentally did a typo on my folder. I've stored all my MOABs on my computer in like little folders, and each MOAB has its own folder for each gun. And for whatever reason, I accidentally called it the L1118A. And so, I went through the whole commentary calling it something it wasn't. So I added an extra one to it. But anyway, so the L118A, is pretty much very, very similar to the MSR. The added benefit, I suppose, of the MSR is really that you move much faster. Well, I wouldn't call it much faster, but you do move faster. And, that's definitely a benefit to it. Really, I don't actually see the point in ever using the L118A over the MSR. But you do obviously, you start off with the L118, I'm not sure, but you get it much, much earlier than the MSR, so I suppose that's one reason. But, the way I would think of it is, like, if I was to make guns for a game, for example, like for this game, I would make it so that, every gun has its own sort of unique advantage, so that, there's a point to every single gun. I mentioned in my last commentary how there's pretty much no point to ever using the Dragonov because it's superseded and it's every other gun, every other sniper is better than it. So there's just sort of no reason to ever actually use it. Not to mention the fact, that it has such bad recoil and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's sort of no benefit. But if I was to make a game, I'd make it so that every gun has its own benefit as well as a disadvantage. So you have to make a trade-off, and you have to decide. If I use this, then I gain this, but I lose this. So you have to keep deciding. You don't really need to do that with the snipers. It pretty much comes down to if you want a bolt action, then you definitely use the MSR. You would never use the L118A after you've got the MSR, so it's kind of useless. But unless I'm wrong, unless there's something the L118A has that the MSR doesn't, that I don't know about. If that's the case, then please let me know in the comments below. But as far as I know, there isn't. Alright, so I've talked a little bit about this gun now. I'm using the heartbeat sensor, which is a bit of a change. I went through and I was trying to play this game with with speed and just the ACOG, rather than the two attachments. But play this gun. Sorry, I think I said I'll play this game. I meant to play this gun with just speed, ACOG, and that's it. But just didn't work for me for some reason. I've gotten really close with MOAB before with just using that setup, but it just didn't work for me this time. This day that I was getting this MOAB, I just needed this heartbeat sensor, and it helped out. It helped out a lot. I really didn't expect to get MOAB on this stage though. When I saw this stage, I was like, oh no, there's no way I'm going to get MOAB on downtime. There's no way. But, sure enough, I got it. And I actually got the idea of hanging around this spot in the stage from when I played with some hacker guy. And basically he was using hacks where he had no recoil on his sniper, and his sniper was killing him one hit and all this kind of stuff. And he was just sitting right here he was sitting, and he was just taking people out, and no one could kill him. He had infinite UAV, obviously, so he knew where enemies were, but it was really tough to get to him because he had long lines of sight to pretty much every direction, except for maybe where that bus was. But what would happen is you'd kill his teammates, and his teammates would spawn right next to him, and so as soon as you tried to get close to him, even from the bus side there, just behind the bus, where he couldn't see you, you'd get taken out because they'd be all, the rest of the whole team would be there, and they'd just kill you. So when I saw this stage, I thought, well, I'll try it. I'll stick around this area. And, he exclusively sat in that one corner behind that railing. But I couldn't do that, When I started getting encroached on by enemies here, I sort of pulled back. Got some distance between them and myself so that I had the advantage. And it worked. I got the MOAB, so it's cool. Alright, But yeah, look, I'll continue on and talk about stuff that I want in Black Ops 2. If you're just watching this video for the first time, or you're just new to my stuff, go back and have a look at the Barrett and the L.w.e.g commentaries, because I did talk about some stuff in there that's now continuing on here. So you want to do that first. So basically, I've talked about some stuff that I don't want to see or that I want to see in Black Ops 2. Rather than covering some of that stuff, I'll just move straight along. And one thing I said I wanted to see was Specialist, and that's because Specialist it makes the game so much nicer to play. It's so much less annoying. But what I really want to see is I want to see an equivalent to the MOAB. We didn't get that in Black Ops 2. We had it in Modern Warfare 2. Sorry, in Black Ops 1. We had it in Modern Warfare 2 where we had the nuke, which was pretty cool. A bit easier to get because your kill streaks counted towards kills, and so it wasn't that hard to get your 20... Oh no, if I say 25 and I'm wrong, I'm going to sound like an idiot. I can't remember actually, but it was 20-something kills. I think it was 25. And, yeah, it wasn't too hard. But then Black Ops came along and the best we had was dogs, and that kind of sucked. But, yeah, because that was only 11 kills, and it wasn't that great. But of course, you didn't have kill streaks counting to kills, so that was better. I actually prefer it that way, because then kill streaks aren't so overpowered, I suppose. But yeah, we had the nuke. We didn't get one in Black Ops. I really hope there's an equivalent nuke or MOAB in Black Ops 2, because I like aiming. I like to aim for something. I love when there's something that you can aspire to, and that's why I really like doing this MOAB with every gun series, because it was a good challenge. I thought, well, MOAB's really hard to get. It's something to aim for. It's good, and so that's what I did. I went for it with every single gun. And now I finally got it, if you haven't heard. So yeah, I'll just also say, oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I wanted to also mention another thing I really want in Black Ops 2 is, and what I really liked about in this game is cycling kill streaks. So I don't know if you guys remember, but once you get your dogs in Black Ops 1, that's it. You have to die to be able to get dogs again. That sucks. Why should you have to die just so that you can continue getting kill streaks? I think it's really awesome that once you get your last kill streak, it cycles through the first one, the second one, the third one, and so on again. And then it keeps cycling as you get them. I really want to see that again in Black Ops 2. Hopefully we'll see it, because having to die to get your kill streak again is lame. I actually would have preferred to see the same thing happen with MOABs in this game, but in fact, to get your second MOAB, you do need to die. And to be fair, I've only really ever gotten 2 MOABs in one match, probably about 3 or 4 times, because the match usually ends, obviously. But in game modes like Domination or something that lasts much longer, that would be an important thing, because you don't want to have to die just to be able to get your second MOAB. So that's something I want to see: cycling kill streaks or cycling MOAB or whatever it's going to be called. Oh, that was so scary. I remember that. Sorry, I'm just going to interrupt myself there, because I just about died on the very last kill. Yeah, that would have sucked. So yeah, cycling kill streaks would be really, really good. I'm gonna probably leave I'll cover one more, and then I'll leave the rest for the RSASS. And the Dragunov has a special commentary that I'll talk about later. But okay, so one more thing. The other thing I want to see in Black Ops 2 is replenishable grenades. Or do I? See, I went back and played Black Ops just recently, and the fact that you can actually pick up grenades and stuff using Scavenger is pretty overpowered. I mean, when I came from that game to this game, I thought, oh, that kind of sucks, because you can't obviously pick up grenades and stuff from and flash grenades and stun grenades and whatever from scavenger bags in this game, and I felt like I had lost something, and that kind of sucked. I didn't like it, to be honest. But now that I've gone back and actually played Black Ops again, I can see how you can really, really exploit that mechanism, that mechanic. Because now when I go back and play that game, I am just going crazy with those grenades and flash grenades and stun grenades, because you can pretty much be continuously throwing them, and it's just insanely overpowered. So in one way I do want them back, because like I said, it's overpowered and it's awesome. in another way, you know, it's overpowered, and so I don't really want it in the game. But whatever. In that game, you know, it was good. In this game, I don't know. But anyway, that's it for me today, guys. It looks like I've run a little bit over time. But thanks for watching, and watch out for my RSASS. It's coming up soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.